Hey, happy day 536 already of What's She Up To Now. She being my initials, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom. And what I'm doing in this little segment is documenting the journey from offline, corporate, brick and mortar businesses, lots of different industries, to the online world, the world of online commerce, internet business, not necessarily commerce, not in e-commerce selling products, but just in making a living online versus offline, or adding an online component to your offline business. That's my favorite, is helping people to understand the power of the internet. And nowadays it's almost imperative that you have some sort of online presence or online footprint in order to survive, because everybody is carrying around, not everybody, but everybody, a very large percentage of the population is carrying around a technological cell phone device or a communication device that they can have the world at their fingertips in terms of goods or services or whatever they need, want, or desire. It's just a matter of and it's usually within their hand or their pocket, but it's on their person, a way to connect to the rest of the world. And if you're not there, if you're not findable, then people will miss you and you'll miss out on a lot of opportunity. So online business. I actually called this one Tables Turn because my daughter, who I've coached her entire life, was coaching me yesterday and calling me out on some things and some things that she's noticed that I have not been doing that I generally do. And that is usually in the area of taking care of myself and making sure that I do what I need to do to take care of myself, health-wise and energy-wise and things like that. And she's absolutely positively right. Of course, she didn't make me cry. I cried because she's absolutely right. And we always know things about ourselves, but when other people call us out on them, sometimes it is emotional. And it was really cathartic, and I needed it because it's things I've been thinking and feeling and knowing too, but that I haven't been doing. I've been having more challenges with my health in certain areas, and things have happened for a long time that not that I've ignored, but that I knew were coming, that I probably should have been better prepared for, but I have not been, because I tend to think that if I ignore something long enough, it will go away, right? Doesn't work. Ignoring something long enough does not cause it to go away and disappear. Now, a lot of problems, a lot of challenges, a lot of things that come up in our life, they're going to change, and they will disappear, and they will resolve themselves if we ignore them. But that is not a very proactive way to deal with them, and is not the way I generally deal with situations in my life. Definitely not in my business life. Now, we'll admit that I tend to do a little of that or more of that in my personal life. I allow things in my personal life to go that direction more often than I would ever allow in my business life. There's always, I say tables turn because it makes me really, really proud when my kids actually will give me feedback and coach me in ways that I've coached them over the years or taught them over the years. So many times as a parent, we coach, and we don't call it coaching with our kids, but we parent and we say things and we teach lessons and we hope that we're leading by example. And we don't know until later on if the things that we've been telling them over the decades have actually sunk in, until we are in an experience or in a moment like that when they do turn the tables on us, or we do see them using behaviors with other people that just make us so gosh darn proud that we're almost beside ourselves. And that was actually, even though it was an emotional and interesting conversation, actually stubbed my toes. My toes are all swollen out. I'm like, why do my toes hurt? I forgot I stubbed them on a box last night. It's really gratifying as a parent to see that happen and have that happen and experience that. And I promise her I will start taking better care of myself. I will get back to, I used to go to the park. I live by a state park, and I used to go to it every single day. And since my vision has gotten bad and I can't drive anymore, I haven't been going there every day. And it's definitely been a component that's missing from my life. It was spending time in nature every day. That's one of my favorite things to do. And so it was my personal time every day to think and plan and strategize and just be present in all of the beauty that surrounds us all the time. And in the last year especially, I've stopped driving. You know, I'm not blind, 100% blind, but I'm definitely blind, legally blind, and very visually challenged. And it's hard to admit because I've always done everything myself. And sometimes we need to ask people for help. And I am horrible at not getting people to help me. People want to help me. I just don't want to accept it. I don't grew up fiercely independent in my family, and it's definitely an improvement area for me. And my kids are like, yeah, you need to knock this off. And so there's always a solution, right? I could find a way to get to the park every day, but I stopped doing it because of, I'm sure I could come up with a million excuses and a million reasons, but the truth is I just stopped doing it. And so I need to find ways to get back into spending time outside every day. Now, when it's 40 below or 50 below wind chill, I'm not spending a whole lot of time outside. Most of us don't. And so that became part of my excuse. And a health challenge that laid me up for a few weeks, that became part of it. So she's right. She called me out on my crap, and I will have to make amends starting today. But that is just a little bit about when we see a behavior, we see a thing that makes us really proud. And I'm actually going to cut this short because my beautiful granddaughter is here. So have an awesome day. 90-day challenge. It's one of those days I actually don't have a topic. Just came home from the cabin, and whenever I come home from the cabin, I'm a little discombobulated. So I'm going to hop off here, come up with a topic, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.